This Sunday, we mark 21 years since the terror attacks on 9/11. The children of those who died that day, they're keeping the memories of their loved ones alive in so many different ways. And this week, we'll be speaking to one of them.
Yeah, the book Chasing Butterflies is one of the first published memoirs written by a child of 9/11. Author Ashley Bisman was only a teenager when the Twin Towers were attacked, and now she's a mother of two and working on a new children's book, and she's joining us this morning to tell us all about it. So good morning, Ashley. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
You know, it really is so hard to believe that 21 years have gone by since 9/11. I was a field reporter at the time. I still remember people coming up to me with pictures of their loved ones, trying to find them. That feels like yesterday for me. I can't even begin to imagine what that feels like for you. Does it feel like time is still standing still for you?
I can remember everything so perfectly, and that day is crystal clear in my mind. It always will be. But unfortunately, it does feel like so much time has passed, 21 years. And, you know, that's college graduation for me, getting married, having two children, and all of these amazing milestones occur, and my dad isn't here for them. So it does feel like a long time because I've had so many life experiences without him.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, you were in high school when 9/11 happened, right? And you're mentioning your dad, Jeff Goldflam. So he worked within the World Trade Center. Tell us a little bit about your father as you remember.
Well, yes, my dad worked for Cantor Fitzgerald. He was the CFO at the time. He worked on the 101st floor, and he was such an incredible man, the most intelligent man that I've ever met, so smart, and he really was a businessman first and foremost. But the side of him that very few people know is the amazing dad that he was, and the amazing husband that he was to my mom. They were high school sweethearts. But for me, my dad would, you know, take me to the beach and throw me in the waves, and he would hit tennis balls with me to get me ready for tennis season and school tryouts every year. So in my mind, you know, that's who I miss. It's not the businessman or the CFO. I just miss my dad.
Yeah, so many wonderful memories of him. Your book, Chasing Butterflies, is actually about the struggles you faced after losing your dad. What was the most difficult part for you?
You know, every year brings new difficulties as life goes on. But at the time when I was 16 and I had lost my dad, it was just trying to be you know, in quotes, normal teenager and navigate through life without my father, and going to college and him not being present on parents' weekends and not being present at graduation, and then, you know, going into the workforce as a young woman in my 20s and not having him there to give me advice. Every couple of years brings new struggles.
Yeah.
And for now, it's being a mom, and I have two beautiful kids, and I get to enjoy their beautiful smiles every day. But it's, of course, very bittersweet because they don't have a grandpa, and I'll never be able to see what my dad would have been like with them.
Yeah.
So, you know, every few years brings new struggles, but I'm still very fortunate to have, you know, my family here, and I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, and speaking of your children, you're now writing a children's book titled September. What can you tell us about it? So, September, what can you tell us about that book, and when will it be published?
So we're hoping for it to be published within the year, and I really felt like I had nothing to read to my children to explain to them what happened to my dad. My daughter is 4.5, and she's starting to ask questions. You know, where is Grandpa Jeff, and how is it that he, you know, why is it that he's not here anymore? And I wanted a book that was simple and non-threatening and explained New York City and the beauty and resilience of New York. And that's basically the gist of September. And it's something that you can read to really little kids to start building those stepping stones about 9/11 without going into tremendous detail. And I'm also a New York City public school teacher. So this is something that this is something that I hope could be in classrooms as well.
Well, you know, I love how you are celebrating your dad with all of these books. What do you think he would say right now about you writing these books in his honor and you being a mom and how your life turned out?
As far as chasing butterflies, I know that would be his biggest, greatest joy to see, because that memoir has every special memory captured that I had with my dad. And so, that book lives on forever. And so I think he would be so proud of that. Also, my grandmother, my father's mother, was a writer. And so I'm following in her footsteps as well. So I think that would be really cool for my dad to see. And I can only hope that he would be proud of me. I have two children and I named them after him. And, my son, Austin, has my dad's eyes. And every time he
Oh,
smiles, I see a piece of my dad.
Yeah.
So I can only hope that my dad would be proud. That's what he would want.
I'm sure he is looking down very, very proud of all that you have accomplished with your beautiful family, your books, and becoming a teacher. Ashley, thank you. And important to point out that the proceeds from September will benefit Tuesday's children. So you're also putting it to a good cause. You're just an amazing, amazing young woman. Thank you for being here this morning. And you can get a copy of Chasing Butterflies wherever books are sold. And be on the lookout for September when it comes out. Ashley, thank you.
Oh, Ashley, such a beautiful
Thank you.
story. Your life has turned out beautifully. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. And a special thank you again to Tuesday's Children organization for all of their support of 9/11 families.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, Ashley.